Welcome, my friends, to the show that never ends. Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Look that group up, back from the 70s. Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. Yes, I'll keep my day job. I'm not much of a singer. Fin Chapter 11. 11. Homework 3. Finding the cost of common stock. So there are two ways to find the cost of common stock, okay, which is your required rate of return or your IY or your discount rate. Okay. One is the Gordon model, and under the Gordon model, K equals D1 over PO plus G, which is the dividend yield plus the growth rate of dividends. 2, cap M. Make sure this thing is going. Yes, it's going. Cap M, which is the risk-free rate, which is the treasury bill yield, plus beta times the expected return for the market minus the risk-free rate. Okay? So, with those two formulas firmly embedded in your brain, let's look at some problems. So the way we solve the cost, K equals, is based on the information we're given. Now, question 1. Assume the risk-free rate of return is 3%. Where do you find the risk-free rate of return? In what formula? Cap M. And the risk-free rate of return is typically your short-term treasury bill rate. The expected return for the market is 10%. A particular stock has a beta of 0.9. What is K for the market? So, before we answer question 1, let's jump down to question 5. What is the beta for the market? And the beta for the market is 1. What is the beta for a stock that is 30% more volatile than the market? It is beta plus 0.3, or 30%, 1.3. What is the beta for a stock that is 30% less volatile than the market? It is 1 minus 0.3, which is 0.7. So 0.9 indicates a beta of 0.9 up in question 1, indicates that this stock is 10% less volatile than the market, okay, which lowers the required rate of return. As volatility goes up, the required rate of return goes up. Okay, so this is a cap M problem. Cap M, risk-free rate plus beta times expected return for the market minus the risk-free rate. And the risk-free rate is 0.03. And the beta is 0.9, and the expected return for the market is 0.1 minus 0.03. This is the risk premium for the market, 0.1 minus 0.03. This is the added return over the treasury bill rate. 7% is what people earn in the overall stock market on an average year, in excess of the treasury bills because of the volatility involved with stocks. So, we're going to do this first, this second, and this third. And so we have 0.07 times 0.9 equals 0.60 equals, 0.063 plus 0.03 equals 0.093 times 100. K is 9.3%. Let's move this chair out of the way. All right, see that? Do this first. 0.07 times 0.9 is 0.063, and add in 0.03, 0.093 times 100. All right, let's do question 2. A company just paid a dividend of $1.80. Dividends are growing 5% annually. The stock has a current market price of $34. Compute K. There is no beta. There is no treasury bill rate. This is a Gordon problem. So remember, Gordon is equal to D1 over PO plus G. Okay? And so they just paid a dividend of $1.80. So we have to find D1. So D1 equals DO times 1 plus G. Okay? DO is $1.80. And G is 5% times 1.05. Okay? And that is equal to $1.89. That's D1. And it says the stock has a current market price of $34 plus 0.05. So $1.89 divided by 34 is 0.10. Let's see, I'm sorry. That's 0.0556. Yes, 0.0556. That's the dividend yield. Plus 0.05 equals 0.1056 times 100 equals 10.556. Percent. Okay? D1, here's DO times 1 plus G equals D1 divided by PO plus G. 10.556. All right, let's work another one. Number 3. The 90-day treasury bill yields 2%. That is the risk-free rate. The stock market should generate a return of 7% this year. Expect return for the market. Stock you're looking at is 30% more volatile than the overall stock market. What's the beta? 1 plus 30%, 1.3. So K equals cap M. Let me see if I can get it darker. If there's a marker that has darker ink. K equals cap M. Hopefully this does. Which is equal to the risk-free rate plus beta times the expected return for the market minus the risk-free rate. Okay? And the risk-free rate is 0.02 plus 1.3 times 0.07 minus 0.02. So we're going to do this first, this second, this third. Okay, so this is 0.05. 0.07 minus 0.02 is 0.05 times 1.3. Okay, and that is equal to 0.085. I'm sorry, it's not 0.085. So, I should know. So 1.3 is 1.95. Let's see. Let's just make sure. I think it's 6.5. 1.3 1.5 times, I'm sorry, clear. 1.3 times 0.05 equals 0.065 plus 0.02 equals 0.085 times 100 equals 8.5%. That is what K is. Okay? All right, let's work one more. Number 4. Number 4. Okay, here we go. All right, a company just paid a dividend of $1.20. DO equals 1.2. This is going to be a Gordon problem. Okay? G equals 10%. So $1.20 times 1.1 equals 1.32. Yeah. So what we need now is PO, and PO is 44. So I have $1.32 divided by 44 plus 10%. Okay? And that's equal to 0.03 plus 0.10 equals 0.13 times 100 equals 13%. All right? Hopefully that's enough repetition for you to be able to successfully work CAPM and Gordon. Dividend yield plus the growth rate of dividends is Gordon. All right, so we worked 5, 6, and 7. We're going to take a brief break, and we will come back and work homework number 4. Peace out. Shalom.